Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farms Beekeeping channel. If you're looking to watch beekeeping videos, you've came to the right place. All right, let's go. It's that time of year again. We got a treat for mites. Supers came off a few weeks ago. It's getting to fall. We want to make sure we go into winter with low mite counts. I don't do a mite wash. I just treat everybody because I know there's mites in there. We always have mites. Don't be fooled thinking you don't have them. Some people might disagree. But we all have mites. Unfortunately, we have to deal with it. And I know when I pulled supers off, and so there was some drone comb hooked that they built. For some reason, they built a lot of drone comb this year on the supers. But when some of it was being tore apart, you could see on some of the drones that there was mites. The mites love to get on the drones, especially, and they attach themselves as the bee is developing. The mite is growing. The bee hatches. The mite is on them. And the mites can just keep multiplying and multiplying. What I use Apivar. Apivar is a nice slow release. It's a 6-week treatment. Now the Apivar doesn't penetrate through the cap brood like like Mite Away and some of the other ones. Apivar doesn't do that. Apivar is a slow release. The bees walk across it. The molecules, they carry it around their hive and they kill all the mites. Now, like I said, I know there was some mites in there, and you can go back and look. I did a video on I fogged everybody first about a week ago. And I went through and I checked, and I found mites on my trays, my sticky boards that I pull out. I found some mites. So I know there's mites in there. I just feel bad killing a whole bunch of bees. I just do it, regardless, because I know there's mites in there, whether some are higher, they're lower. But the main thing is you want to treat everybody. Don't just treat ones you think, well, this one's got some, this one doesn't. Treat everybody, because they'll spread. You want to treat for mites. That's one of our biggest problems is mites. So, like I said, I treat everybody. I use the Apivar. It's a 6-week treatment. If you read the package, if you read the directions, you can leave it an extra week. You know, if the weather's crappy or it's raining, you don't want to open your hives. But you want to leave them and take them out in 6 weeks and pull them out, because you don't want the mites to get too resistant to it. So what I'm going to do, and what you do for a double deep, if you got a double deep, it's 2 strips per box. You want to put these by the brood, by the clusters. Just slide them in and I'll show you. For a single box, just 2 strips. So even if it's not, like I got a couple of my singles that are not very big, but I'm going to put 2 in anyways just to do it. I've already got it. I want to make sure I take care of my bees. I want to kill all them damn mites. I want to go into winter strong and healthy. Let me open these up. What we're going to do, I'm only going to show you guys on a couple of hives, because I got to do everybody, and I don't need to bore you with, you don't need to be bored just watching me go hive to hive. But I'll do a couple of them, you get the idea how this works. There are little pull tabs on here. I don't use those. There's actually a hole in the top, and I'll show you. I use you can use like number 8 nails or number 6 nails. You put it through the hole, it sets down really nice. It goes all the way against the frame. With the tab, they kind of stick up a little bit. So I put the nails in, and I'll show you when we get to it. We're going to just start down there. We'll do a couple for the video anyways. All right, let me get this open and get situated. When you work with these too, you're supposed to wear gloves. Obviously I don't, but I won't be licking my fingers anytime soon until I go wash them. So anyways, we'll start right here, and I'll show you what I mean about putting the nails in. This is how they come. Well, I kind of like these 50 packs. They don't come all attached. See, they come, this is a 50 pack, and this is how they come. And see, there's never mind. There's 2 per, you just tear them apart. So let me just get in here. Morning, girls. All right, we're going to start with my mean hive first. We're going to suit up for this one. The other ones aren't too bad. Well, they haven't been anyways. But you're getting to that time of year when you're taking their honey away, or you've taken their honey away, and they think you're going to keep doing it. And let me get my glasses on. So I'm going to do a really quick little inspection while I'm in here. Just look down I did look in the top. I know what's going on up here as I've looked. The bottom box I have not looked. So we'll do a quick little inspection to see what they look like. You see we got a lot of bees in here. Can you see? Let me tip this down. I always forget to do this. Morning, girls. You guys look good. If you can, try not to snap your cover. Snapping them really irritates them when you snap it. This came off my... Got a good working hive here. Look how nice that looks. Set this down very carefully. So I know there's brood, or there's brood right in the center here because I checked it. So these strips are going to go here, but we're going to go through the bottom box first. Oh, it's got some pretty good weight to it, so that's good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, these guys get angry. Oh, back off. We ain't gonna be in here long. Let's just pop a couple of these frames out. This hive has toned it down a little bit since I split them. I plan on splitting this hive right in half this winter, or next spring. Lots of brood, some drone comb. Let's see what this is. Down right there. Okay. I keep the gloves close by. This hive is always like this. This gets really annoying. You see there's brood and there's larvae. I'm not going to go too much farther. But these guys get really irritated. There's a lot of... Let's check that. There's drone comb I just scraped off of there. I'm going to see what that looks like. If there's mites in it. I'm going to go through one more here and then get out of this one. Just get out of here. There's eggs and larvae. Just get the strips in and get out. This hive. And if you pull drone off like that, drone comb, you can look at them. And I don't have my glasses on, as I took them off and I was getting attacked. You can see mites on them usually. Right there. When you put them in, just go slowly and carefully. Nope. Hold on. And here again, I looked at these. Come on. Really carefully so you don't hurt nobody. All right, let's get this last. Now I got one more double. And then a single. These were all my splits, the ones that came out really well. And I could see honey in here, and I know there's brood because I've checked this, but let's just... Look at all that, huh? Oh, hold on. Oh, it's heavy. This whole frame right here is full of brood. And a lot of brood there, so we're going to put that right back in the way it came out. They're storing honey up here. There ain't nothing out here yet, but actually, I'm going to do a little winter management here. I don't want them to get honey bound, which means there's no room for the queen to lay. So I'm going to shift over. I'm going to put some of these undrawn frames to the middle. There's honey right here. Oh, there's honey there too. There's honey right there. I'm going to put this on the outside. Like that. See, they're not doing nothing on this yet. They're starting to. So you can adjust your stuff a little bit. Well, this is how I do it. I'm not telling you to do it this way. This is just kind of how I do it. That's what you want them to do. See, they have brood, honey on top and brood in the middle. That actually looks good. There's less honey than I thought. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to put these back in. There's honey over here. If it was earlier in the year, I would checkerboard these. I would put one of these blank frames in between one of these frames that have brood and honey on them, but it's kind of late in the year, so I don't want to mess with them too much. Here again, this is just how I do it. Seems to work pretty good. So I'm just going to kind of leave the brood, the brood nest is right here in the middle. But let me get down to the bottom first. There's a little bit of weight to that top box. You want to check your frames to where, with brood, generally they're right in the middle. Yep, see all that? There's larva cap brood. Larva cap brood. Here again, I'm not going to go any farther because I know she's down here laying. Ain't no point in upsetting them. Just get their strips in. Here again, if you pull your lid off and you see all your bees are kind of like right here, that's generally where the brood chamber, where most of the brood is. So I'm going to put that one there. You want to put these strips in the brood area, but of course the bees will walk all over this and carry. This is a slow release, and that's why you want to leave them in for 6 weeks. Actually, I'm going to move this one out. Sometimes they fall right in, sometimes they don't. Remember, we just checked, and all this brood, the brood chamber is right here in the middle. They are putting honey on the outside, I can see it. And there's honey here, but there's brood too. You want them to draw that they draw their honey on the outsides and brood in the middle. Back on, carefully. Look at all my girls. Good job. Well, I was kind of hoping to take the veil off. That lasted about 2 seconds. It's just the time of year. And I put those in, right? Yep. Got a lot of bees there. Looks good. The sooner I get away from this other hive, the better. And here again, because I know there's brood in here, just to get away from this other hive. Just gonna, holy crap, it's heavy, it's good. And I could see brood in there, so and I know there's brood in here in this area because I've checked it. See how nice it'll sit when you put the nails on? This hive is not nearly as aggressive. But the other ones, a couple doors down, are still pretty pissed, so we're just gonna get out of here. I ain't doing nothing but pulling them out. I'm going to take the ventilation boxes off now, as it is September. It's supposed to start staying cool. A few more nails here. Well, I guess I'm wearing gloves now to mess with these strips. So you just go right down the line. Put the strips in. Here again, I know these hives are really big because I went through them when I pulled the supers and I could see what was going on. So you just put the nail in like that, you're good. And of course, when I'm getting attacked by my mean bees, my damn smoker's not working right. Here again, try and pop your inner cover carefully. When you snap it, it really irritates them. If you can. That looks good. And if you set it on the ground, be very careful. You don't want to drop bees off and step on them. In my opinion, you can always tell a good hive that's working when you go to pull the boxes apart, when you go to pull anything apart, and everything's stuck together. They're propylizing everything. Okay, holy crap, it's heavy. That's good. There's honey in here, I can see it. I'm gonna pull which is fine. Honey and put this back in. Since there's more honey on this frame here, I'm going to put these strips right here. And I know, yeah, you can see there, I know there's a bunch of brood in this area because I checked it a week or so ago. I'm going to put this right here. You see what happens when you just disturb everybody? But they'll settle in okay. These are really big hives, which I know it's mean, but you know what? I like my big hives. There are bees in my veil. I have no idea how they're getting them. I hope the mice didn't chew a hole in it. Mice are a pain in the ass. Look at how nice these hives grew. This really is, it really excites me. I know there's brood in here because I've checked it. See what the bottom looks like really quick. The top box ain't that heavy, but that's okay. Larva cap brood. Same thing there, I ain't going any farther. Slide them back in. Generally your brood nest is in the center. If you read the book, I'm going to put this right here. Slide in, and a whole lot going on the outsides of those frames. I'm going to put this, there ain't much going on right here, so I'm going to put this right here where there's more bees and more brood. Now yeah, this top box isn't very heavy, but that's okay. They've got time to build it up, and they will get fed. But it ain't no fun when they're attacking you. Oh. That's what we like to see. Lots of not so angry bees. Well, now that I said that, they'll come after me, watch. Like I said, I've noticed when I go to pull stuff apart, if they're really propolized, a lot of stuff, they're doing really well. And as soon as I speak, they come after my hands. Seriously? Let me just double check on this. Well, the brood, you can see the brood nest is right here in the middle. No, I've checked this one already. I know it's right there. That's heavy. Just want to pull one of these frames out. Yep, she's laying. She's down here laying larva. There you go. And I can see. So we're good. I really don't need to go into these boxes. I know what they're doing down here. I can just tell. They're storing honey. All right, well that's it. I'm going to leave this on because they seem to be following me around. They're not real happy with me today. Like I said, this is what your Apivar looks like when it comes in a 50 pack. Just peel them apart. I have too many here, but my neighbor down the street needs Apivar, so this worked out good. Whatever I don't use, he's going to take, so it won't get wasted. But like I said, 6 weeks. When you're done with 6 weeks, pull them out. If you have to go an extra week because of weather, that's fine. Just read the package. If you're doing this in the spring, they say the package says pull them out 2 weeks before your supers go on. So up here in northern Illinois, I try and get them on beginning of April. I did this year. I might do it a little bit sooner, weather pending. It depends on the weather. So this year it was mid-April. No, beginning of April. Pull them off mid-May. Put my supers on the end of May. I'm hoping next year, because they started drawing honey out pretty early this year. So I'm hoping next year, put them in the middle of March, take them out the end of April, then I get my supers on maybe the middle of May if you wait 2 weeks. Or if I fog. It depends on what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. I might just fog in the spring and just do this in the fall. You want to rotate your mite treatments. This way the mites don't get too used to whatever treatments you're using. So I might just fog in the spring with my ProVap and then just do this in the fall. So I haven't decided yet. But anyway, this is what they look like when they come apart. Wear gloves when you do it. Put them in 6 weeks. It's a slow release. The bees walk all over it. The molecules, they drag it all over the hive. Kills your mites. You want to get rid of your mites? Don't think you don't have them because you do. So I'm just treating everybody. So anyways, hopefully this video helped you guys out a little bit. Any questions, comments, please leave them. I will talk to you guys really quick in the next video. All right, bye.